McBriar, and we're going to be discussing about Brexit. We're going to be discussing about Brexit and Theresa May's shambles of the government. What is it? What do you think, Will?
I am your producer, so I am making sure.
What's your opinion on Brexit first?
Okay. Just before we go on, I am not hosting the show this week. I'm handing it all completely to Marcus. So I will give you my opinion. Theresa May is at the moment is like a big box office flop.
Well, you know, Mark Lighthouse, Michelle Keegan's husband, tweeted, "Well done, Theresa May, you conservative bottle jobs."
Now, of course, I will hand over the.
Well, what do you make of that first? Is he right? Is Mark right?
Yes, he is. Now, I will hand over the rest of the show to Marcus. Right, over to you then. And remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Leonard Ball YouTube channel. Right, over to you.
Theresa May's got no support in the government. The Brexit secretary resigned again. The second Brexit secretary resigned. Horrible situation. Well,
Yeah.
this is going to be on for 2 hours.
Okay. Like I said, I'm your producer, so I'm watching you basically as a viewer now. So I'm not.
So awful situation for our country. We are virtually have no road. The deal is that Parliament have voted against it. Nobody's happy to Theresa May. What's it going to be doing to future generations?
Oh, Marcus, I just forgot. Could you explain why I'm not hosting this week? Why I'm not appearing
Do you
on
want me
it?
to mention about the...
No, just say for Will's decided a bit of a break, and he's handed over the show to me.
Will's having a bit of a break, so he's handing the show over to me, if you can't hear him. But...
Good. Okay, that'll do. Right, continue on for the rest of the show then.
So basically, the country's in a mess and we're having an absolute catastrophe. Catastrophe of a government. And to make matters worse, it might mean that Jeremy Corbyn gets into number 10. And Will Radford's laughing, thinking that's a funny thing. So, anyway, the bad news is for...
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
The bad news is we have no hope. An emergency meeting has been called for next Sunday, which is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix weekend. To go back to Mr. Juncker and say, this is terrible. I fear it's terminal. It might cause... We're going to have a recession. You never know. But Theresa May's come out all valiant and said, oh, we will get Brexit done and we will eliminate these Labour rebels. street world.
Yes. Oh, by the way, you will help me because I'll be basically telling Marcus what to talk about on each topic. So basically, you will be hearing me, but I'm just gonna be the producer, really.
So, what is your opinion on Theresa May? Do you think she'll last beyond January?
Look, it's your show this week. I am just.
I know. But I need this opinion on you. I haven't heard this. I didn't get this through yesterday. Is Theresa May a goner?
She's like a film that has flopped terribly at the cinema.
And Brexit?
Well, we don't know. We don't know. Right, I think we'll come back to Mrs. May in a meanwhile, but first of all, it's your turn now to talk about the Toy Story 4 teasers that were released.
Oh yeah, the Toy Story 4 teasers, which is great and absolute hilarious, funny, isn't it, Will?
More like
Forky.
or
More like a soap-style wedding.
no, actually, that storyline's been dropped now. They didn't think because of John Lasseter's because the
Oh, that's been dropped. That's part of the movie's been dropped.
Yes. That's been dropped because the love story was meant to be sort of relating to Lasseter and his wife, but of course, with what happened, it's been dropped.
So that's basically been dropped.
Yes.
So what are they going to fill in the meanwhile?
Well, who knows? It seems to be like a road trip movie.
Right, road trip. So they've completely redone it.
No, they've not completely redone it. There's still some of Lasseter's old story in there. Annie Potts has said they've thrown 3/4 of the script out, so there'll be still a tiny little bit of John's original story. So we'll see. We'll see. And I also believe that this will be Randy Newman's final film ever, actually, to compose the score of. Oh, do you know what? I'll come on for this bit because Toy Story 4, obviously, yeah. Right. Okay, I'm coming on just for this bit. Right. Just for this topic. So I believe this will be the final film of Randy Newman. I don't just mean as part of the Disney films. This will end his association going back to the late 70s, which Randy Newman's has been composing for films for quite a long time, and Randy, I believe, is about 73 or 75. Let me just check. And why do I think this is Randy Newman's last ever film? Well, one, John Lasseter was actually the person who brought him to Disney. So, all right, let's see then. Right. Film composer. And where's the cursor gone? Ah, yes, there we go. Yes. Here we go. Right. So Newman's earliest scoring work, this is via Wikipedia, so we don't know if this is true, but he composed background music first for a thing called The Many Loves of Dobby. Dobby Grills, yeah, and later working briefly on the 1960s TV shows Lost in Space, which was moved which was made into a film starring Gary Oldman, Peyton Place, and Voyage of the Sea. But its actually first film score was the film Cold Turkey, which I believe was a war film. No, it's not. It's a comedy film. Oh dear. Yes. Oh goodness me. So yeah. I think this will be, gosh, so 1971, right? Excuse me. 1971, 1972, 1973, 1974. Let me get my calculator up. Right. Oh bother. Shrunky. Right. No. Actually, I'll go back to Google. Right. Right. Okay. So 1971 to 2019. Well, actually, to 2018.
Celebrity deaths.
No. I'm on about right. Okay. Age card. Oh. Right. I tried to work out how many years that Randy Newman has been. If Toy Story 4 is to be his film swan song, then we will see. 47 years. So, okay, this Toy Story 4, if I am to be right, of course, I could not be right, but this will wrap up his, Toy Story 4 will wrap up his 47 years as a film composer, but his 26-year association with Disney Pixar. So I think it will be a farewell. And let's see, Randy Newman is 74. Yeah, so by the time the film comes out, he will be... Oh no, he'll still be 74. Oh dear. Maths is not my speciality.
75, well.
No, because his birthday is November the 28th, 1943. Toy Story 4 comes out on... No, Toy Story 4 comes out on the June... Hush for a moment, please. Toy Story 4 comes out June the 21st, 2019. So, no, he will still be 74.
November 28th, well, November 16th, 2018. We're talking about 2019.
No. Randy Newman was born November the 28th, 1943. He's now 74. On November the 28th next year, he will be 75. But Toy Story 4 comes out in June, so we'll still be 74. Of course, this is Wikipedia, so this could all be lies.
Anyway, what do you think is going to happen in Toy Story 4?
Well, Toy Story 4, I think, is going to be... Well, I don't really know what Toy Story 4 is going to be. I mean, we thought it was going to be that love story reuniting with Bo Peep, but that's probably been falling out because it wouldn't have...
What you're saying is that wedding of Buzz and Jessie is definitely now gone, hasn't it?
Yes, because Annie Potts said that that 3/4 of the script had been thrown out. Oh, and sorry, can we just go back to Randy Newman? Now, I think that also because fans were. I was listening to a show on Radio 4, and people were complaining to Randy Newman that he was doing too much time film composing rather than bringing out studio albums because he was so busy. So I actually think those 3 reasons will be his last film. So yeah, but we will see. Right. Okay.
In terms of Toy Story 4, what do you think the final rendition is going to be?
Rendition? What, you mean if You've Got a Friend in Me?
The final script.
Ah, the final script. Well, I really don't know, but the synopsis seems to intend that it is going to be a new album. No, not a new album. Oops. Sorry, I was thinking about Randy Newman. So, oh, hang on. Yes. Premise: when Bonnie introduces, excuse me for a second, because when Bonnie introduces the little annoying character that I absolutely hate. Right. So when Bonnie introduces when Bonnie introduces Key excuse me, yes. Yes, when Bonnie introduces the F word, a handmade toy made from a spork who has an existential crisis, want to be a spork and not a toy. Woody and the gang set off on a road trip adventure to help him to understand how to be a toy. Along the way, they discover how big the world can really be for toys. So no, this love element, yes, okay. So yeah, because here's what John Lasseter, former, who by the way is leaving Disney at the end of the year. Okay, right. So let's see. Yes. Oh, where is it? Well, okay. Basically, John had said the story of Woody and Bo Peep's love story inspired him and his wife. And
also the love story between Buzz and Jessie.
Yes. So that's all been thrown out. And Annie Potts, who voices Bo Peep, has said they've thrown 3/4 of the script. So basically, well, she's still in the voice cast.
Is that what we're basically suggesting here?
Well, I don't know. She's still credited in the voice cast, and
she's still credited in the voice cast, but like I said, you don't want the situation like ITV have got at the moment, where the new bosses of ITV, Ian McLeod, don't know what they're doing with what to do with him. Could that be doing what Disney are doing with Annie Potts? They don't know what to do with her now because of.
I think they might keep Bo Peep as a cameo, maybe. So we'll see. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I just hope they don't end up in a situation.
Yeah, and also about the music, I don't think we'll get any original songs in the film. Really, I think it's going to be because Toy Story 3, we only got really one original song, and that was We Belong Together at the end credits. Toy Story 4 is, my prediction is that we are going to have no original songs. In fact, I don't even think that You've Got a Friend in Me will be in it for the first time. I think that song will be completely absent. Although there is always the risk that if you strip that out, then it wouldn't be Toy Story. So we'll see. Okay, if that is going to be in that, but I don't think we'll have any original songs. And if we do have any original songs, it will be one at the end credits, sung by performed by Randy Newman. So we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's the issue because you don't want to. It must be difficult for actors knowing what's going on with Weinstein because.
Yes. Right.
So basically, you keep saying you support John Lasseter.
Look, I think, okay, I will, before people go mad at me, I will explain why. John has changed Disney. He's brought them into a good position that I think they're going to be very secure in the future. I'm not saying what John did is right, obviously, but I think we've got to admire that John's creativity and what he has done for Disney and Pixar. And to me, it will probably get quite emotional in the cinemas seeing his name on the credits. Oh, and while we're on, I'm sorry. It will be very emotional to see.
I think they'll be outraged because of Weinstein. Well, I don't think it's going to be emotional. I think it's going to be outrage.
Well, for me, it will be.
Yeah, you do. And if you watch it in the cinema and you get emotional over the Lasseter thing, people might want to beat you up.
Well, so, but anyway, we will see. Yeah. Oh, Forky. Looks like that's going to be the Jar Jar Binks of Toy Story, of the Toy Story world. Everyone's probably going to hate him, including me. Yes, I wish they would just kill him off. Kill him. Finish him. Yes, I like Jar Jar Binks. Forky makes Jar Jar Binks looks like, in my opinion, the best thing in the world. Yes.
Remember the episode where they mistakenly thought he was a Jedi?
Yes, but anyway, we're not talking about that. Oh, while we're on Pixar, we had some news that Ed Catmull, I don't know if you can pronounce, if I pronounced his name right. Ed Catmull? Is that right? Ed Catmull. Ed Catmull. Right. Oh, or is it Ed Catmull? Oh, I don't care. I'm just I don't care how it's pronounced. I'm just gonna pronounce it as I. No, Ed Catmull will be retiring from Pixar Animation Studios and Disney, but he will be staying on as advisor until summer of next year. Yes, so he's going to be retiring at the end of the year, and then we'll stay on an advisor, and then gosh, so what's going to happen to Pixar losing both Lasseter and Catmull? to big people, really.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, well, because
I mean, I think this is going to be a dark period for Pixar. We're going to see more flops. Unless Josh Cooley, who is the director of Toy Story 4, is quite a new talent. And Josh has worked.
do you think? Do you think Toy Story 4 is going to be a flop?
No, I don't think Toy Story 4 will be a
It's going
flop.
to now.
But I think the films after that will be a flop. Yes. Yes, that they're going to be a flop.
Every single one of them.
Yes, without Ed or John to guide them. Pixar is losing its most important people.
Yeah, well, John Lasseter is going to be spending the rest of his life in a prison cell.
Well, actually, they are allegations. He is not being.
Yeah, but if that's proven true, he's going to be spending the rest of his life in a police cell.
Yes, and he won't have a friend in anyone. Right, and I think I'm going down for a nice lie down, and I'm going to watch Marcus do the rest of the show. So I've made my point. Goodbye.
Yeah, well, anyway, Brexit is an absolute
Oh, sorry.
travesty. Brexit is an absolute travesty, and Brexit is an absolute travesty. We've got celebrities like people are just fed up now. Now they want to move it on to smear test, which is all over the newspaper. So bleep that. Utter ridiculous. You know, it's utter ridiculous. I don't care. Which is another debate in ours now. And now they've got ITV have got Simon Thomas and Beverly Turner now were helping advise that. But you've got something's got to be done with Brexit. We're out on the 29th of March. We are out. We are out, and we don't care. We are out of the EU and bleep. And I don't care about anything else. Theresa May's on her last legs, isn't she? Well,
Yes, she's trying to climb up the tree but slipping.
what do you mean slipping?
Well, she's not very steady, is she?
Well, what do you think about the latest resignation?
Well, then, who knows? But anyway, as I said, the show is yours now, so I don't want any more talking to me. It's you for the rest of the show, correct?
Yeah.
Good. Right.
It's an absolute disaster that our country might find itself in. Because it's what happens to our futures now. That's another difficult question. Isn't it really? it's an absolute travesty, really, I think. And we might have no Brexit at all. But everyone's doing good. Great for Great Britain. Lewis is 5 times world champion after another win on Sunday. After Max Verstappen turned in on Esteban Ocon, causing him to spin. So yeah, causing him to spin terribly into the wall or out. So you've got different situations befalling to them, and Lewis grabs the win. They win the Constructors' Championship, and then I'll get it up actually. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton's currently on 82. The records are 72, but 5 times world champion, 72 pole position, 72 race wins, 82 pole positions, and 41 fastest laps, and 133 podiums. That's an astounding achievement. Quick word on Lewis, well.
Okay.
Well,
Look, it's your show. Oh, for goodness sake.
quick word on Lewis Hamilton.
He'll be a singer in the future. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's brilliant for British motor racing, and I think he's going to get nominated for BBC Sports Person of the Year. And it won't be Mo Farah, who virtually did nothing last year.
Virgie did nothing.
Virtually, he did nothing, didn't he, last year? Well, and just got BBC Sports Person of the Year because he was alive, basically. That's not the way it should work.
No.
So anyway, Theresa May, and getting on to that.
Archie, are you going to talk about children in need?
Yes. Children in needs on, but nobody knows about it because of Brexit. It's true, well, isn't it, really? There's been nothing in the showbiz section, has there, of any newspapers or websites?
Well, no.
What do you think's going to happen for children in need?
Well, apparently that. I might as well do the rest of the show since you can't do it without me. Right. Okay. Sorry, this show has been a bit of a mess. I can't wait until this series is over. We've got 10. Let's see. So this is the 6th. Oh, Mark, are you available to do it on Wednesday night, are you?
Yeah.
Right, okay, we shall do. What we'll do then for the next few weeks to try and make the series go quicker, we'll do it 2 nights, so it'll be Wednesdays and Fridays. Right. Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, that's what we ought to be doing.
Ah, yes. Sorry. Okay, right. So, yes. Now, I personally think that Children in Need has been going slowly downhill since the passing of the great Sir Terry Wogan. I mean, I used to really look forward to Children in Need, but now it just seems that this year it's never seemed so disappointing. So, okay, this is one of the highlights, and now Mickey Mouse.
The newspapers.
Yes. Now,
The newspapers are full of Brexit and mere tests and God knows what. It's almost like they're forgetting about children.
that's not what we are going to talk about.
No, I'm just saying that because of all that in the newspapers and the websites are forgetting about children. The broadcasters are forgetting about children in need.
Yes. So, okay. Basically, it is Mickey Mouse's 90th anniversary. 90 years since he made his very first appearance in the cartoon Steamboat Willie. In 1928. Yep, 1928, I think. So this is going to be all the EastEnders cast are basically going to be singing Disney songs, basically. And there's also going to be some animation as well. So yes, so there's going to be some animated Disney characters as well. So, and apparently the highlight is meant to be with the character of Letitia Dean. I don't watch EastEnders and I don't really care apart from this. Interacting with the true original, so I believe that is the old Mickey Mouse, in a bid to share the magic. So that will be interesting. So they're going to be interacting with an animated Mickey Mouse in Albert Square. So that's I must admit is sort of exciting.
Yeah,
But the rest of the night, it just
I thought Doctor Who's going to be on New Year's Day.
Yes, New Year's Day, but we will come to that. Let me just find the media pack, which says, oh, hang on.
Look, I'm doing this live stream for 2 hours, Will, so
Yeah, I know.
we'll come to that.
Well, no, I've already found it now, so we'll do it. We'll talk about it now. Okay, so this is the appeal show highlights. Strictly Come Dancing, Children in Need Special, Boyzone.
Boyzone, people like Shane Lynch and all that.
Yes, that band. Before they break up next year. Lovely, in my opinion.
Shane will probably be a racing driver again, never knowing him.
Yes, who knows? EastEnders, so it's saying Magic's afoot in Albert Square with the EastEnders performing, they're performing Disney songs. Project Sing. Some deserving project workers funded by BBC Children in Need think they are filming a special project workers music video. What they don't know is that they'll be surprised by some of the biggest names in music, including Little Mix, Sheridan Smith, and Alfie Boe, plus many more to be announced. The artists will join the project workers on stage, giving them the chance to duet with their musical idols. Okay, that does sound interesting. Doctor Who. An incredible young girl who is supported by BBC Children in Need gets the opportunity to visit the Doctor Who film set, where she enters the TARDIS and meets the entire cast before being surprised by the Doctor herself, Jodie Whittaker. It's not this I have a problem with. I think this should have just been a mini video on the website. You know, I think for Children in Need, that is just so disappointing. Not a mini special, not.
Sorry, Will. Do you think I'll have a record-breaking total tonight? Because
I really don't know. And I don't know. I'm losing all care in Children in Need.
What? Because people think that when Sir Terry Wogan died, that they should have stopped.
No, I don't think it should have. I don't think it should stop because it still does amazing work. But Sir Terry really was a really important part of why I liked it. And since his passing, it just feels like it's dying. It does for me. But I'm sure. Yes.
So you think so how long do you think it's going to last? Because I don't think it's. My mum said she doesn't think it's going to last.
No. I think the key word I said is for me, it's dying. That doesn't mean it will, because I think it will still be here for many years yet. But for me, I said it's dying. Yeah, Call the Midwife. So BBC Children in Need will preview an exclusive look at the Call the Midwife Christmas special, Junior Mastermind Children in Need special.
And the Our Girl Christmas special, which is War.
Yes, thank you, Marcus. Actor and comedian Stephen Mangan steps into the chair of Mastermind for a Junior Mastermind, and this is for Children in Need, so that could be good. Fundraiser of the year, so that celebrating the amazing fundraisers who go above and beyond to raise money. The Sir Terry Wogan Foundation of the Year will be presented to a worthy winner. Now, I think that is good. And, the appeal films, of course. And basically, Children in Need has always had a performance from a musical. So School of Rock will be performing the cast of School of Rock. So that's a musical, Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, and that is basically going to open the show. Then everybody's talking about Jamie. And the BBC Children in Need Choir will be singing A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. So compared to other years, for me, it's a letdown, really.
So, what do you think is going to happen to Children in Need in the future?
No, I think, as for me, look, when Sir Terry passed away, that died for me. But for many people, I'm sure.
Like I said, we saying that Terry couldn't go on forever. We all die eventually.
Yes, thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, well, you just put it in again. But I'm sorry. It's like when Bruce Forsyth left Strictly. It goes unpopular. The viewers start dwindling. I said, look, why do viewers dwindle as soon as somebody retires or dies?
Because they're an important part of the program.
Yeah, but we can't help it if they salute. If they retire or they stop doing it, or suddenly the body decides its time's up.
Yeah. Look, that wasn't what I meant, Marcus. Oh, by the way, you should do some reading because Strictly's ratings are still very high and still very popular. And in fact, they're getting record ratings this year. So,
even though that's a Christmas thing.
yes. Look, as I said, for me, Sir Terry was a part of Children in Need. But for the people for the young viewers who don't even really know who he is, they'll still like Children in Need. But for me, as I said, Children in Need is not particularly exciting to watch anymore. It's for me, it has lost it without Sir Terry a bit. But that, I don't think that it's going to be axed, because Terry always wanted it to continue on without him. And I agree, it has done so many good...
It's not Terry's decision. If the new BBC boss sees it going down, he might drop it.
Look, I don't think it's going to be dropped. It's an important thing for the BBC, and especially because it's a charity thing as well. It's not going to be dropped anytime soon. But for me, this year's Children in Need is probably one of the it's the disappointing one since I can remember, really. And I've been watching the show since about 2004 or 05 maybe. So when the old Pudsey was still there, you know, the one not with the multicolored bandage but just the red bandage, and when Terry and Gabby Roslin were doing it. So
Anyway, what do you think about the Doctor Who special being delayed, even though all the other shows are having a Christmas? All the other shows, like all the soaps, are still having a Christmas special. All the other dramas are having a Christmas special.
Well, I have to say, I showed my dad this, and he was really disappointed. I am really disappointed. In fact, I'm very disappointed for the BBC, and I am losing faith in...
Our New Year's special.
No, excuse me. Can I just get this off my chest? I'm losing faith with the BBC as a whole, as a corporation, as the whole company. Radio 2, I'm hardly listening to Radio 2 anymore.
I mean, me and my mom have both gone to Sky ITV for morning news, and we're either virtually watching ITV or Sky because the BBC's gone bland.
Yeah, the BBC television has declined over the last few years for me. And look, it all started really when the lottery draws came off. Saturday nights for me used to be the highlight of whatever game... What? Right, as I was saying, now Saturday nights were always cozy for me because we always had the game show and the lottery draws wedged in. That was really a highlight. And as soon as the BBC got rid of that, well, slowly I've been watching less of the BBC more and more, and I don't really watch other channels because they're
Even though there's been a bit of good news this week on the BBC side, the Formula E's been taken away from Channel 5 and gone to BBC. The bad news is it's all on red. All the races are going to be online.
Yes. Now, as I was saying,
That's another thing. Yeah. That's another annoying thing with the BBC this week. You get the Formula E right, but then you put all the races online. That's not great, is it?
yeah. Well, in fact, look, I think that not just that. It's the BBC's taking Doctor Who off Saturday nights was, well, at first I was outraged, but then I thought No, this is good because obviously I was still furious that the BBC thought that Strictly was more important than Doctor Who. Here's my message to the BBC: is that basically Doctor Who and Strictly should both be important. They should both be the crown jewels in the BBC schedule. But no, one of them has to be more important than the other. I'm just and no, and another thing. I thought the Doctor Who wouldn't be moved around and shoved around like it's their own little plaything, the BBC. But guess what? The BBC is moving the time slot to Doctor Who because of David Attenborough's new documentary. Again, BBC. Okay, we're not going to stand for this anymore.
I mean, well, when they actually do have the festive special, it'll be on Tuesday, the 1st of January 2019.
Yes, but listen. Right.
That's not great. That's not good at all.
Right. Yeah. Now, as I was saying, so. See, Doctor Who should be kept on a normal, a consistent time slot. Again, it's to look. The Strictly Results show should be. Dear me, this whole schedule is a mess, right? Northwest Tonight. No, the weekend news should be at 6 o'clock, like normal, like on a weekday. Northwest Tonight should be 6:30. Country Files should be moved to 7 o'clock. Doctor Who should be moved to 7:45. Strictly begins at. Oh, actually, no, that wouldn't really work. But the whole schedule is in a mess. So, I mean, I'm losing faith on the BBC, and that's why I lost with Country File. I used to watch it every Sunday evening, but because the BBC kept shifting it around, I decided, do you know what, BBC? No, I'm leaving. I will not be watching Country File anymore.
Well,
And
the problem is with the BBC that they've got their own problems. But the ITV viewers were outraged when they watched The Chase and Emmerdale and Corrie because they changed the theme tunes of that.
yes, now we'll go on to that in a second, but I think
I tuned in to watch obviously Corrie for the cancer and pregnancy stuff, which is that. No, I was watching that and I heard different theme tunes. So
tell Katie McGlynn to bleep off, basically. Right, now, as I was saying, I think Tony Hall needs to resign from the BBC. They need to get rid of Tony Hall as Director General. We need a new Director General. We need and we also need to get rid of Charlotte Moore, who was previous controller of BBC One, but now she's just handed over all TV content. We need to get rid of her. In fact, I think the BBC really needs a shake-up in staff.
Yeah, but like I said, they've got the Formula E rights and you put them online.
Yes. Now, do you remember a couple of episodes ago on the debate, we were explaining that the BBC... No. Well, okay. Yes. Yes, we were talking about that, but we were talking about how the BBC gets the sports rights. Now, if you remember, there was a good example of the BBC and Discovery sub-licensing the rights for the Olympics. Now, let me get this up. And for those of you who didn't watch that episode, then I'll begin. Right. Oh, bother. Not too many B's in BBC. Right. BBC sub-licensing. Okay. Right. So. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Ah, yes, here we go. Right. So, okay. So, the BBC agrees sub-licensing deal with Discovery, but let's actually look what the word sub-licensing actually means. Right. So, oh, don't play video? Right, okay, right. Let's look at what the word sub-licensing means. So, okay. So, okay. Right. What is sub-licensing? So, sub-license is a license granted to a licensee under the. Let's see. Let me see what sub-licensing meaning. So, how can I? Right. Okay. A license granted to a third party under the authority of the license originally granted to. So, to grant a sub-license. Right. Okay. What is a sub-license agreement? So, a sub-license agreement is an agreement in which the licensee, so that would be Discovery, grants someone else some of their rights to the BBC. So, look, this is how you get sport back on the BBC. We need to go to Sky saying, can you give us some of your rights so we can both show them? And that is how you get sport back on the BBC, and that way it would save money for the BBC because they wouldn't have to just do it by themselves. They could get some help. That is how you get sport back onto the BBC. Do you get me, Marcus? So Discovery basically gave the BBC some of their rights.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put an example. So, say Sky have some sports rights for the golf. Now, they could allow the BBC to have some of their rights, but Discovery will still have some rights as well, and the BBC would still have some rights. So they both sort of share it. They do. So. Yeah, that is how you get sport back onto the BBC if Sky grants the BBC some of its rights.
Anyway, Brexit.
Yes, sorry.
Brexit, what do you think? No confidence vote speculation continues, it currently says on here.
Oh, right. Yes. I really don't know, Marcus. Do I want a gun? Well, I think we need a prime minister who supported Brexit. We need a person who wanted out from the EU in control of our country.
And another thing, well, before you go and I'll take over the rest, is what do you make of ITV changing their themes of their main shows?
I agree. That was perhaps a bit too far. And people. No, it was because of the John Lewis advert that launched, starring Sir Elton John.
So basically, when's that back to normal then?
Oh, we'll be back next week, mate.
Is that back to normal? No, in terms of the theme, is that?
Yeah.
Shows, are they back to normal today?
Yeah, probably, because yeah, that was just a one-off thing. Right. Oh, goodness me.
I'll take over now, Will.
Oh, thank you. Right. Right, so guys, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Lightning Ball YouTube channel. I will button it now, and I'll hand over the rest of the show to Marcus. So I shall see you guys in the next video. I think the football show will be back after the international break. I'm really not sure. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Right, so yeah, guys, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Live Ball YouTube channel. And right, I'll hand over the rest of the show to Marcus. Bye, guys.
Thanks, man. Let's get some MotoGP results up, shall we? While we're waiting, crush it. Hang on with me for minutes. So, Emoji's currently on while we're there. Oh! Yeah, it's been raining very heavily in Spain at the moment. So it's not been a good situation, to be honest with you, and it really doesn't help at all that we've got heavy rain. As Marquez's brother, crashes out of practice 2. Oh, that just went at Aquaflames down. Doesn't even avoid the curb. Oh. That didn't even reach the apex. Never mind. Huge horror story there for Alex Marquez. So yeah, utter disaster. Oh! What is that? Oh! don't know what Max Verstappen was doing when it was coming to the Brazilian Grand Prix. I mean, that was a... Then he's turned in on Esteban Ocon, but you won't actually know until you actually... Yeah, you don't get a whack there and just makes contact with the rear of Max's car, does Esteban Ocon, and he's a fine position there and just closes the door on Max. He was ahead going into the corner. Then Max fights back and hits his... Oh dear. So, Lewis then won and flattened his mechanics.
Hey, Marcus, I've just realised there's actually going to be 3 more episodes to go of the debate after this.
Yeah.
Until the series finale. And then what we'll do is we'll do 3 specials. So we'll do an F1 review special. We'll do a top 5 moments. And we'll do a look back at the stories of 2018, basically the big stories that have really hit the news. So, yeah. So look out for those 3 specials. Oh, and then of course we're back with the Brexit special. So we'll have done 15 episodes in total. So, yeah. Right. So I just wanted to bring that out and back to Marcus. Back to you, Marcus.
Yes. So, I think Vettel's got trouble from Ferrari next year, particularly with Charles Leclerc, as I'm keeping an eye on the 2003 Australian Grand Prix here. I've got it on mute so it doesn't do copyright, but if you make a mistake, you should hit the wall. That's the way motor racing should be. As on my watch along screen. Oh! And that's Ralph Berman's hit the wall. Ralph Berman has hit the wall in turn 5. So yeah, Button coming out of the pit. Jensen Button now Japanese GT champion. Oh! That's Rubens Barrichello into the wall. So yeah, horrible day for Rubens Barrichello. Obviously, I've already seen this race a dozen times already. But you cannot express what this does to the teams. Obviously, it's absolutely, completely useless to them now. They know he's out of the race. So you've got the Corey cancer stuff, but it's not great, to be honest with you. But I don't think newspapers should be going all at it. I mean, yeah, people recognise it, and that brings it to life. It's not just a statistic anymore, is it? So yeah. Oh, just went wide into turn 5 and hit the wall hard. Big crash. So, not a great situation. Not a great situation for the national newspapers. So, yeah. Whether that actually happens, I don't know. Whether actually Katie leaves or not, I don't know.
I hope so.
What?
I said I hope so. Fed up of talking about her.
As I was just about to say, Will, we should be getting an announcement soon.
Good.
If she's not, if there's no announcement, then she's not.
She can pack her bags and go, as far as I'm concerned.
Be in another show, Will. She will be in another show. There's no way. There's no way she's. What's it called? There's no way she's not gonna sit around and do nothing for the rest of her career. I mean, what was it last week where they were out with David Beckham? He's a bit of a, you know what, away from the. The problem is David Beckham. He still thinks he's young.
Well, he is quite young.
I mean, on Wednesday night, they were talking about alkaline investing diet will get rid of cancer. That's a myth, isn't it, Will?
What do you say?
Alkaline investing diet.
I don't know what you're on about. Right. Anyway, I'm not meant to talk now. The show will hand over to you.
The alkaline investment diet, people, is a myth. Anyone who saw that will be thinking, no, it isn't. Believe you me, stopping chemo and going alkaline investment diet does not help you. It's a myth, and it could be too late and you could die if you do that. So don't believe what they were trying to do. Show us, okay? And all they're doing is raising awareness, not do the same thing. So it's McBriar and comes through to win the 2001 British Grand Prix, and he did it in style. That was Murray Walker's last British Grand Prix, the 2001 British Grand Prix via ITV, and everything okay, Will?
Yeah.
Oh, and then they're going to count the wall. 44 into the barriers. Do you want to put anything more in the chat, Will?
What do you say? Sorry.
Do you want to put anything more in the chat because it's only got you at the moment?
Well, what do you really want me to put?
A link into put in on the chat. In the chat, children need link.
What, to donate?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Right. Okay. Right. Okie dokie. Right, so here is the link for people to donate to children in need if they want to.
There we go, Will.
So, guys, if you want to donate to children in need, it's on the chat, and yeah.
If you want to donate to children in need, or if you don't care anymore about children in need, just let us know within the next 55, 30 minutes.
Goodness me.
I know, but I might as well get it out there, Will.
Yes.
Oh.
And I tell you what. Oh.
So children need night. Just watch it at 7 o'clock for those people there, but I won't be watching it because I'll
7:30. I'm just watching the trailer on mute, and yes, here is a clip of an animated Mickey interacting with one of the EastEnders characters. Here's the Doctor Who surprise.
into the barriers.
And Eddie Redmayne. So yes, it's going to start 7:30. The whole thing really kicks off though with the one show, which they're doing the Rickshaw Challenge. And apparently, the Rickshaw Challenge is actually being designed, the actual bike, by McLaren, apparently. What I heard on Radio 2.
That's not McLaren, that's the McLaren's British GT team.
They said McLaren on Radio 2, they did.
Yeah, so not.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, not a good situation, is it, Will?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's fine.
Yes, anyway, I was supposed. Come on. I was supposed to be. Oh, do you know what? Let's end this show here.
Okay.
I mean, it's just. It's all going to pot now. Right, guys. There's nothing more to say, but then goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.